Have you ever walked into a room and noticed a particular scent? One that immediately reminds you of an older relative's home? Maybe it's in your own house and you're wondering, wait a second, is that me? If you've ever had that moment, don't worry, you're not alone. There's a common but rarely talked about issue that affects many seniors, a distinct body odor that develops as we age. And the surprising part, it has nothing to do with how often you shower. This is something that 99% of people don't know, but there's actually a scientific reason why this happens. As we get older, our skin produces more of a compound called nonenal. It's completely natural, but the problem is that it creates an odor that can cling to clothes, furniture, and even skin, especially in one specific area that most people forget to wash properly. That's what we're going to talk about today, how to get rid of this issue, feel fresher, and smell better effortlessly. Let's be honest, nobody wants to be told they have an unpleasant odor. And the truth is, most people will never say anything out of politeness. But that doesn't mean they don't notice. In fact, a lot of seniors don't even realize that they have this particular scent because our sense of smell naturally weakens with age. That's why it's so important to take proactive steps to stay fresh, confident, and odor-free. Now, you might be thinking, but I shower every day. How could this still be a problem? And that's the tricky part. See, regular soap and water won't necessarily remove nonenal. It's different from regular sweat or body odor. It sticks to the skin in a way that makes it harder to wash off. But don't worry, because once you know the right way to clean the area where this odor originates, you'll notice a difference almost immediately. So what's the one spot that people often miss? It's the back of the neck, just below the hairline. This is an area that produces a lot of natural oils, and over time, nonenal builds up there without us realizing it. Most people wash their face, armpits, and body in the shower, but they barely give the back of the neck a second thought. And because this area is close to the scalp and produces more oil, it's one of the biggest culprits for that lingering musty scent that can develop over time. The solution? You need to wash this area thoroughly every single day using the right kind of cleanser. Regular soap might not be enough, so look for something that contains persimmon extract. Why? Because persimmon is one of the only natural ingredients that actually breaks down nonenal and removes it from the skin. It's been used in Japan for years as a secret to staying fresh and odor-free as you age. And it's not just about washing, it's also about how you do it. When you're in the shower, take a washcloth or exfoliating glove, apply the persimmon soap, and gently scrub the back of your neck for at least 30 seconds. This helps to lift away any buildup and ensures that the area stays clean throughout the day. If you're not exfoliating, the oils and nonenal can linger, even if you're using the right soap. Now, here's another important step. Don't forget your pillowcase. Think about it. If nonenal builds up on the back of your neck, where's the first place it's going to transfer? Your pillow. And if you're sleeping on the same pillowcase for days at a time, that scent is getting reabsorbed into your skin night after night. The simple fix? Change your pillowcase at least every 2 to 3 days. If you really want to take it a step further, use a pillowcase made from breathable moisture-wicking fabric like bamboo. It helps keep things fresh longer. And here's something else to keep in mind. Hydration. Our skin changes as we age, and dryness can make nonenal more noticeable. Drinking enough water and using a lightweight moisturizer can help keep your skin balanced, which in turn reduces the intensity of that unwanted scent. Now you might be wondering, why haven't I heard about this before? The truth is, it's one of those things that people just don't talk about. It's not exactly the kind of topic that comes up at the dinner table, but that doesn't mean it's not important. Feeling fresh, smelling great, and having confidence in your personal hygiene isn't just about other people, it's about you. It's about feeling comfortable in your own skin and knowing that you're doing everything you can to look and feel your best at any age. There's more to this conversation though, because while washing the back of your neck is one of the biggest game changers, there are a few other spots that tend to hold on to odor as we age. And most people don't even think to wash them properly. So let's dive into that next. Now that we've tackled one of the biggest areas where unwanted odor builds up, the back of the neck, it's time to talk about a few other places that most people completely overlook. And the truth is, even if you're showering every day, these spots can still hold on to nonenal, creating that musty scent that lingers no matter how much soap you use. One of the biggest problem areas. Behind the ears, think about it. How often do you actually scrub behind your ears? Most people might run some water over the area in the shower, but that's not enough. The skin behind the ears produces oil just like the scalp, and over time that oil traps dirt, sweat, and nonenal. And because this area is slightly hidden, it doesn't get as much airflow, meaning the scent can build up without you realizing it. If you want to stay fresh, make it a habit to wash behind your ears every single day. Use a washcloth with warm water and a mild cleanser. Again, if you can find a soap with persimmon extract. Even better, gently scrub for at least 20 to 30 seconds to break down any buildup. And you'll be surprised at the difference it makes. Now let's talk about another area that rarely gets the attention it deserves. Your armpits. You might be thinking, of course I wash my armpits. That's the first thing I scrub in the shower. And that's great. But here's the problem. Many people only focus on the surface, and they're not actually getting rid of odor-causing bacteria the right way. As we age, our sweat composition changes, and regular soap isn't always enough to break it down completely. That's why it's so important to exfoliate your underarms at least a few times a week. Just like with the back of your neck, dead skin cells can trap nonenal and make the scent stick around longer than it should. Here's an easy fix. Once or twice a week, use a gentle exfoliating scrub or even a simple baking soda paste. Just mix a little baking soda with water, apply it to your underarms, and let it sit for a minute before rinsing off. This helps to remove any buildup and neutralize odors naturally. And if you're using an antiperspirant instead of a deodorant, make sure you're washing it off completely every night. Leftover residue can mix with sweat and make the smell worse over time. But we're not done yet, because there's one more area that often holds on to odor without people realizing it, and that's the belly button. Yes, really. It might sound strange, but your belly button is one of the most neglected parts of your body when it comes to hygiene. And because it's a small enclosed area, it's the perfect environment for bacteria to grow. If you've ever noticed a faint sour smell even after a shower, your belly button might be the culprit. The solution is simple. Just take a cotton swab, dip it in warm water with a bit of mild soap, and gently clean the inside of your belly button. If you want to go the extra mile, you can also use a little witch hazel or diluted apple cider vinegar to kill any lingering bacteria. Doing this just a couple of times a week can make a big difference in how fresh you feel throughout the day. And here's something else that most people don't think about. Your clothing. Even if you're washing yourself properly, if your clothes are holding on to odors, you're just putting the problem right back on your skin. Certain fabrics like polyester and synthetic blends tend to trap sweat and oils more than natural fabrics like cotton or linen. If you've ever noticed that some of your clothes still smell a little stale even after coming out of the wash, that's a sign that nonenal has soaked into the fabric. A quick tip, add a cup of white vinegar to your laundry every once in a while. It helps break down the oils that cause lingering odors. And if you want to go even further, try switching to natural fabrics whenever possible. Breathable materials help prevent sweat from getting trapped, which means you stay fresher longer. Now, all of this might sound like a lot, but the truth is, these are just small adjustments that can have a huge impact on how you look, feel, and smell every single day. And remember, this isn't about being self-conscious, it's about confidence. When you know you're fresh and clean, you feel better. You walk a little taller, you carry yourself differently, and people notice. But there's one last thing we need to talk about. Something that affects not just how you smell, but how your entire body functions as you age. And if you're not careful, it could be making nonenal even worse. Let's dive into that next. Now that we've tackled the hidden spots where odor tends to build up, there's one more factor that plays a huge role in how your body smells: what you put inside it. Because here's something most people don't realize. The food you eat, the amount of water you drink, and even the vitamins you take all affect the way your body smells from the inside out. Think about it, your skin is your largest organ, and just like your liver and kidneys, it helps remove toxins from your body. When your body processes food, certain compounds get released through your sweat, and some of them can actually make nonenal worse. So if you've been noticing that musty, stale smell no matter how much you wash, it's time to take a look at your diet. One of the biggest culprits: processed foods. Packaged snacks, fried foods, sugary treats. These kinds of foods increase oxidative stress in your body, which speeds up aging and makes nonenal production even worse. Not to mention, they often contain artificial preservatives and additives that your body struggles to break down, leading to more buildup of unwanted compounds that can seep through your pores. On the other hand, if you want to naturally combat body odor, the best thing you can do is load up on antioxidant-rich foods. Green leafy vegetables like spinach and kale, colorful berries, nuts, seeds, and even dark chocolate. All of these help your body fight oxidative stress, reducing the compounds that lead to that unpleasant smell. And here's another powerhouse ingredient, chlorophyll. You might remember chlorophyll from science class. It's the green pigment in plants that helps them absorb sunlight. But what most people don't know is that chlorophyll acts as a natural deodorizer for your body. It neutralizes odors from the inside, which means less nonenal and a fresher overall scent. An easy way to add chlorophyll to your diet: try drinking a small glass of chlorophyll water in the morning, or adding more parsley, cilantro, and green vegetables to your meals. Some people even take chlorophyll supplements. And while that's an option, getting it from natural food sources is always best. Now, we can't talk about body odor without talking about hydration. Because here's the thing, when you're dehydrated, your body struggles to flush out toxins properly. And when those toxins linger in your system, they mix with sweat and oils on your skin, creating an even stronger odor. A good rule of thumb: drink at least 8 glasses of water a day. But here's a little trick: start your morning with a big glass of warm lemon water. Not only does this hydrate your body after a long night's rest, but the lemon helps balance your body's pH levels and supports your liver, which is responsible for detoxifying your system. And while we're on the topic of hydration, let's talk about another drink that can either help or hurt your body odor: coffee. Now, I'm not saying you need to give up your morning cup of coffee entirely, but it's important to understand that caffeine increases sweating. And when that sweat mixes with nonenal, it can make the odor more noticeable. Plus, coffee is acidic, and too much of it can throw off your body's pH balance, which also affects how you smell. If you're a heavy coffee drinker and you've noticed that your body odor seems stronger, try swapping 1 cup of coffee for herbal tea or plain water. It's a small change that can make a big difference. And speaking of small changes, let's talk about personal care products. Many people think the best way to get rid of body odor is to use stronger deodorants and heavily scented body washes. But the truth is, many of these products contain chemicals that actually trap odors rather than eliminate them. Look for products that are specifically designed to neutralize nonenal. Remember how we talked about persimmon extract earlier? It's one of the best natural ingredients for breaking down nonenal and keeping your skin fresh. So if you've been using the same soap or body wash for years and still struggle with odor, switching to a persimmon-based product might be the solution you've been looking for. And one last thing, don't forget about your bedding. Your sheets, pillowcases, and even your mattress absorb sweat and oils every single night. And if you're not washing them regularly, they can hold on to nonenal and transfer it back onto your skin. Make it a habit to wash your sheets at least once a week, and if possible, hang them outside in the sunlight to dry. The UV rays from the sun naturally kill bacteria and odors, leaving your bedding fresher than ever. At the end of the day, taking care of your body isn't just about smelling good, it's about feeling good. It's about knowing that you're doing everything you can to stay fresh, confident, and healthy at any age. Because let's be honest, getting older is a privilege, and taking care of yourself is one of the best ways to enjoy every moment of it. So if you've been wondering why that musty smell won't go away, now you have the answers. The real question is, what small change are you going to make today? Let me know in the comments, and if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need to hear this. Cheers to staying fresh, staying confident, and living your best life at any age.